Hi guys, let's talk football. Welcome back to the channel again. It's nice to have you here. So I thought I'd just quickly come on to make a video, a quick vlog, just to go through some football news and to give you my first fixture predictions of the first week of the 2025-26 Premier League season. Before I do that, however, I do want to talk about some of the transfer news, which is that Manchester United are getting ever closer to hopefully getting a keeper. We do want to sign Donnarumma. Donnarumma has said that he's interested in going to Manchester United at least. So hopefully we can make a deal with him. We'll have to see. And also talking of Manchester United, Carlos Baleba from Brighton has said he's made his intentions clear that he does want to go to Manchester United. And we are looking to sign him for around maybe 85 million, all the way up to about 100 million pounds. But we'll have to see, because obviously that is very expensive. And in order for Manchester United to be able to do that, they may have to sell some players first. In other news as well, it's just as this video is being made, we've also found out that Jack Grealish has signed on a year loan deal to go to Everton, which I think is a brilliant signing for Everton. Hopefully he can impact their season and, you never know, push them further up the table. So we have to see what he can do at Everton. Crystal Palace, in other news, was also pushed out of their place in the Europa League competition. They did win the FA Cup, which would normally give you automatic promotion into the Europa League. However, they have been pushed out into the Conference League due to some technical reasons, complicated reasons to do with their shareholder that had shares in both, I believe it was Lyon and Crystal Palace, and he didn't take out his shares at the right time. So they, due to the governing body's rules, they are pushed out into the Conference League, which is a shame to Crystal Palace. And obviously Palace fans are fuming. So Nottingham Forest have now taken that spot, and they are now in the Europa League, and Palace will be in the Conference League. I don't think that's right personally. It's a real shame that had to happen. Yeah, talking of Crystal Palace then, in other news, they were recently in the Community Shield that was played on Sunday, just gone on the 10th of August, against Liverpool at Wembley Stadium. So it's obviously the winner of the FA Cup plays the winner of the Premier League. So I'm just going to give you my notes. I'm just going to go through what I've written down to give you a summary, if any of you guys didn't see the Community Shield, and what I made of it. So the Community Shield game, Liverpool's new signings make a good start. Hugo Ekitike scores for Liverpool 4 minutes in, with Wirtz providing a great assist. Sarr is brought down in the box to give Palace a penalty, which was taken by Mateta in the 17th minute. Jeremy Frimpong scores by an accidental goal, which looked to be directed as a cross. Sarr scores in the 77th minute to give Crystal Palace the equaliser. The game is taken all the way to penalty. Salah misses by a mile. Mateta scores with a super confident finish. Henderson stops McAllister's shot and takes off his cap to the applause of the crowd. A poor penalty by Eze lets Liverpool off the hook. Gakpo scores, Sarr scores, and Elliott misses for Liverpool. Sosa hits the crossbar to give Liverpool another chance. However, all is too late when Justin Devaney puts away the winner for Crystal Palace to take the trophy. I also, somewhere I've put in my notes that I also felt the signings for Liverpool played quite good in that game. Liverpool had more possession overall, but Palace had many chances. So overall, it was quite an evenly matched performance from both teams. Palace did sit in a low block in the second half, so obviously Liverpool had more possession. But yeah, I mean, some of their new signings like Frimpong, Wirtz and Ekitike, I felt, especially in the early part of the game, they performed very well actually. So that'd be interesting to see how they perform as the season goes on. But yeah, that's some news I thought I'd let you know about of recent news that's been going on, and mostly just wanted to go through the Community Shield. Sorry this video is also being posted late because I know the Community Shield was on Sunday. I kind of wish I could get it out on Monday or Sunday, but been quite busy, so just thought I'd come on here and try and give you something before the Premier League starts. Now let's go into my football fixture predictions of the Premier League, and what I think and why I think the teams are going to perform the way that they are, and we'll see how accurate I am after the games are finished. I'll be uploading a video after all of the weekend games. So guys, now it is time for my football Premier League predictions to start the season. As you probably noticed, I have changed my shirt. I'm wearing the Manchester United third kit, and as this video is being uploaded, it's just been released, so that's exciting. And I think it's as you can see, it's quite a nice shirt to have at the start of the season. Obviously being a Man United fan, so I thought I'd wear it. But yeah, obviously I have changed, as you would have noticed, and obviously the background's changed. So yeah, basically where I was filming, it was I was struggling a little bit with some of the dust in there, and also I'm filming this at a different time, so that's why everything's changed, just so you know. But yeah, I'm just going to basically quickly go through my Premier League predictions, obviously, to get this uploaded to you guys before the season starts. Before I do that, however, I just want to mention something that has just taken place as this video has been uploaded. The Super Cup the Super Cup final was held at the Blue Energy Stadium, which is in Italy, and this was yesterday, so this was on the 13th of August, Wednesday evening. And the result was 2-2, all the way to 90 minutes in extra time. So PSG 2, Spurs 2. It was the winner of the Europa League takes on the winner of the Champions League. PSG won the Champions League, and of course Tottenham won the Europa League to beat my team, Manchester United, in that final, which I just want to forget at this point. But yeah, PSG won the game, however, on penalties, winning 4-3 on penalties. Lee Kang-in scored in the 85th minute for PSG, as well as Gonzalo Ramos right at the very end of the game to keep PSG in. So similar to the the FA Cup then, the Community Shield. Obviously that game was 2-2, obviously exciting game, and then that went to pen. So it's very sort of similar in that sense of how the game unfolded. Mickey van der Ven scored for Tottenham in the 39th minute, and Christian Romero in the 48th minute. And assists for PSG by Vitinha and Dembele, and Pedro Porro for Tottenham. So that's just a little quick rundown of that game. Now, moving on to the predictions. Let's get straight to them. So on Friday the 15th, which will take place at 8 p.m. on this Friday. So hopefully, as this video goes out tonight, this game will take place tomorrow, being the 15th. How exciting, the league starts tomorrow. So Liverpool versus Bournemouth at Anfield. I thought it was, I was going to say a fairly easy prediction, but I suppose, is it really an easy prediction? Because they never are in the Premier League, and of course, you don't know how many goals Liverpool are going to score. But I've gone 3-0 to Liverpool. I don't know really why I said that's an easy prediction. It's a hard one to decide. But yeah, 3-0 to Liverpool versus Bournemouth. I just think they're just too good with their new signings. Yes, they didn't win the Community Shield, and Palace at times actually looked better than Liverpool in that game. But I just think, obviously, Bournemouth have a great manager. and they got an okay squad, but it's just Liverpool are too good. And also the momentum that Liverpool are carrying, I think. Saturday the 16th games then. So 12:30 kick-off. Aston Villa are taking on Newcastle. I've gone with a score of 1-0 for that game. Obviously, it is at Villa Park. We've talked about Newcastle in my predictions video. Anyway, let's just get to it. 1-0 to Villa. It could be 1-0. It's a hard one to predict, but I just think Villa might have a better start to the season, especially at home. 3 p.m. kickoff then, also on Saturday. Brighton take on Fulham at the Amex Stadium in Brighton. I've gone 2-1 to Brighton. I just think they are proven, aren't they, in the Premier League? They do have Carlos Baleba, who Manchester United are trying to sign. So 2-1 to Brighton. Sunderland versus West Ham at 3 p.m. as well. I just think West Ham obviously are proven in the Premier League. I think West Ham they go away to Sunderland. Sunderland look okay. They've come up, but I think it's going to be a little bit too much. It's going to be a good game, I'm predicting. So 2-1 to West Ham. 2-1 to West Ham, not Sunderland. Spurs versus Burnley. I've gone... Again, it's a hard one to predict, but it's at Spurs, isn't it? It's at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. On Saturday, I'm going to say 3-1 to Spurs. 5:30 p.m. kickoff. Wolves are taking on Manchester City. I know Manchester City are away, but I don't think... Obviously, I predicted the Wolves are going to go down. For that reason, I've gone 3-0 to Manchester City. 2 p.m. kickoff then on... I should mention it's Sunday the 17th for the 2 p.m. kickoff, which is Chelsea versus Crystal Palace. I think Chelsea are going to win that game 2-1. Obviously, they're at home. I've explained if you go to my table predictions video, I've explained what I think of Chelsea a little bit of their signings, and obviously Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace do have a brilliant manager. And to be fair, I should mention they've played so well recently, haven't they? Winning the Community Shield, winning the FA Cup. They do have some good players, so it could actually be a draw. You never know, but I think Chelsea can have a really good start to the season. That's why I've gone 2-1 to Chelsea. Also, these games are on Sunday at 2 p.m. You've got Nottingham Forest playing Brentford at home to Forest. 2-1. I've gone with to Nottingham Forest. I know Brentford are good as well. Hard one to predict, but I think Forest, had a better season, didn't they? And I just think they're just going to win that game. 4:30 kickoff. We've got Manchester United taking on Arsenal. What a game that's going to be! I believe that's on Sky Sports. Again, a tough one to predict. I've kind of sat on the fence, if you like, and gone 1-1 for this game. So I've gone for a 1-1 draw. Might be a bit of a bore fest, we'll have to see. I just can't see Manchester United necessarily beating Arsenal, especially off the season, how poor we were last season. We do have some good new signings, obviously, and it'd be good to see what Šeško can do if he does play, which I assume he will, up front. And he might score a few, that'd be nice to see, but Arsenal have improved their squad, so it could easily be a win for Arsenal, but it is at Old Trafford, so I've gone 1-0. 8 p.m. kickoff is Leeds versus Everton. This is on Monday the 18th, so Monday night football. Leeds versus Everton, I've gone 1-2, so 2-1 to Everton. I do think Everton's just about going to pimp them because, they've got good Premier League experience and they've obviously got David Moyes as their manager. And they've also, I don't know if I mentioned before, I think I have, that Jack Grealish has signed on a 1-year loan deal. So that could massively improve their season as well, depending on how he plays. So good luck to Grealish for Everton. So they're my predictions, anyway, of the 2025-26 season. Does start tomorrow, guys. I'm really excited. I want to know what you think as well. So please, message me, whatever. Let me know what you think of your predictions. Thank you very much for watching. my next video that I will be posting as well, hopefully, is of my predictions of our managers. So I've obviously talked about the actual teams, but who do I think is my best managers from 1st to 20th. Bye bye.